everybody, it's me, Aubrey with Simply Spiritual. How's it going? Well, first of all, I wanted to wish you all a very happy new year. So congratulations, you survived 2020. Yay! So I know that you guys have probably been anticipating this, and I'm sorry it's been a little delayed. I've been procrastinating a little bit, but for those who follow me on Instagram under It's Your Universe, I will be sharing updated videos and posts more frequently on there. So if you can follow me on there, that is going to be an easier way to catch up and know what I'm putting out there. But in the meantime, I am doing this YouTube video for my YouTube followers, so that way you guys get to see what I have to offer as far as predictions, insights, and all that good stuff. So here are my 2021 predictions. Yay! So I'm not going to be spending a lot of time editing this video. So basically what you're getting is pretty much rawness here. So if I F up, oh, well, huh? So let's just get into that. Let's not waste a whole lot of time. Otherwise, this could go on forever. I'm just going to basically give you the rundown as to what I perceive coming in this new year. And then I'll gradually be doing more predictions throughout the months, just to kind of fill in the gaps. So let's start off with this month in January. So this is going to be a very interesting month in the way of there's just going to be a lot of crazy kind of chaotic energy starting to brew. And by the time we end January, it's going to be a whole other can of worms. So unfortunately, we're taking a bit of 2020 with us into the new year, but just to give you guys some light at the end of the tunnel, this year is actually going to be so much better. So for those who were thinking 2021 is going to be worse than the last year or whatever, don't worry, it won't be. Actually, there's going to be a lot of positive changes coming up in this year, mostly because we entered the age of Aquarius on December 17th, which happened to be my birthday of all days. And so now we have both Jupiter and Saturn sitting in the sign of Aquarius. And starting in February, we're actually going to see at least 7 planets being in alignment in the sign of Aquarius. So the Aquarian age is basically the age of peace. This is when we really come together as humanity and put our differences aside and work together in order to create a new collective. And with that will come new realms of technology, new ideas, spirituality will be heightened and being, that would be made more attention to. So we're going to see a lot of really great, beautiful things coming out of this year. Now, I know it seems a little dire again because of the state of humanity and where they're at right now. I mean, obviously, we're the most divisive that we've ever been, but we are actually going to start seeing unity and a coming together. We're already actually kind of seeing that take place right now, especially with regards to politics. Most recently, Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi really gypped the American people on their stimulus. So neither the Democrats or the Republicans are pretty happy about that. So we are going to be coming together in order to find the common enemy and eventually realize that the common enemy is not who or what we have been told through the mainstream media narrative. So we are going to start to realize that we have a lot more in common than we thought we did. So this is actually going to be kind of what brings us together and creates this overall unity that we're going to see throughout the year. So something to really look forward to. Now, going back to the month of January. So like I said, this month is just going to be really crazy, and it's mostly based off of the elections and, who actually gets inaugurated. Well, I'm just going to break it down for you as far as like what I feel could easily come up. Now, the future has the tendency to change, but from my intuition, this is kind of how I feel the ball is going to roll. So on January 6th, that's going to be a very important date because this is when the Electoral College actually place their votes as to who they feel is fit for president. This is a law that's always been in place. It was enacted during Abraham Lincoln because there was voter fraud that happened during that time period. So we're actually going to start to see like history repeating itself, essentially. So based off of what I feel that could easily happen is there is a strong possibility that the votes could end up getting flipped, and the Electoral College could actually find that this election goes in Trump's favor. Now, obviously, this is going to cause a big uproar in the communities, people just fighting about that, getting angry, and that this may actually really brew some tension, anger, hatred, just a whirlwind of emotions for those people that do not want to see Trump as president. Now, that being said, I think that Trump is really going to come into a sense of power, and I feel almost kind of like what I would say, I hate to say this, but like a JFK related situation. And by that, I mean that I think that Trump may actually use this platform in order to reveal perhaps like more corruption or secrets that were within the government, and this therefore kind of creating a much larger awakening. But here's the thing, what could end up happening is that we could see a huge opposition with regards to this, and the powers that be are really going to do what they can in order to prevent anything else coming out. So I feel like this month is about to get a little hairy, and we may actually see, like I said, a JFK related incident, which may mean that Trump may be assassinated. And I had mentioned this in a couple of prior videos. I still feel this. I've even done some cards that definitely indicate a lot of just turmoil, a lot of disorganized chaos. Because what I do see is I see the Ace of Pentacles next to the King of Pentacles, which basically would be a job offer being made. And I've always seen Trump as the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a very strong possibility that this could go in his favor. Now, if the Electoral College isn't part of this, I feel like some sort of fraud will eventually be outed to where there will be irrefutable proof that there was election fraud that happened. Either way it goes, I feel like something is going to turn around in Trump's favor, but it may not go well for him in the end. Because I do see a lot of my cards that talk about death and destruction and chaos. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But I kept on feeling visions or sensing visions of like an overthrow of the White House. And I know like something like that would be very difficult to achieve, but it may still be possible. So I guess we're going to have to see, but yeah. January is going to be a really crazy month, and but to be fair, this is actually going to bring on some really, really significant changes moving forward. So we got to hold on to hope, and we need to keep our vibrations high throughout this because it is going to be crazy, and we have to keep ourselves together. So moving into February, I feel like the first couple weeks of February seem to be also a bit hairy too. We are going to be in a very chaotic state worldwide. I have a feeling that the world governments or the people globally around the world are going to be in the process of overthrowing their governments. So what we're going to start to see is a global takeover. We're going to see a shutting down of systems. We're going to see people rebelling. We're going to see basically complete and utter anarchy from people across the entire globe. We're also going to start to see a bit more of that here in the United States. We're going to see people just really uprising and realizing like we have to make a change. Like whatever systems that were in place are not working. So we are going to definitely start to see that rebellion energy coming forward and basically a takeover of the government. In between that time, I feel like in between January and February, there are going to be some major truths being revealed. And I think that this is essentially why people are going to be such in a chaotic state. It's because everything that people have been holding on to, their belief systems, what they thought was true based off of what the media was giving them, they're really going to start changing perspectives. And I see a lot more people starting to awaken and realize like, holy hell, this is crazy. We were not expecting this because the proof is just going to be so out there that they will no longer be able to deny what has been happening, especially with the whole COVID thing. As I've been saying since day one, this has been an agenda and it will be revealed as an agenda at some point. So I think January is just going to be a really crazy month and moving into February. So we're going to see a lot of people like fighting back and realizing, okay, we really need to step in here because these agendas are no bueno and they're basically going to be able to like destroy this. So that's a good thing. Like I said before, I feel like if something does happen to Trump, there is a strong possibility that we're just going to have somebody temporarily filling in. It may be somebody like Nancy Pelosi. I've always predicted a woman stepping forward. So let's see how that goes. Now, moving into the latter part of February and into March, we are going to start to see things changing and changing drastically. More and more truth being revealed, and we're really going to start to see some energy moving forward for a movement, and also an end of the COVID lockdowns. More specifically around March time is when I see masks coming off and I feel like people are going to feel much safer being out and about. COVID is no longer going to be a threat, I feel, after March of this year. Now, specifically, April is feeling really good to me. My guides keep on hinting at the month of April being a very significant month. And I feel like we're going to be making a lot of changes and a lot of strides in the month of April, which is positive. Now, this summertime, I feel like it's going to be pretty wild too, because alien disclosure is definitely imminent. We've already seen a lot of that happening in the year 2020, but we're definitely going to see even more. We're also going to see a lot more extraterrestrial visitation. So 2020, I believe that the UFO sightings have gone up over 280%. Exponential, like wide scale, people have been seeing UFOs like crazy. However, I think we're going to even see more activity. And this is because they're here to help awaken consciousness. They're helping us to evolve. So don't fear these visitations. These are positive visitations, and they're meant to serve our higher consciousness. This is to help us grow and ascend and move into that Aquarian energy, which is good. I have a feeling that there may be some chaotic events that take place during the summer as well. August feels funky. I can't necessarily place it, but I have a feeling a lot is going to go on in the month of August. I think especially when it comes to like natural disasters. Unfortunately, we're not quite out of the dark yet as far as like the natural disasters. The world is basically shifting and changing, and it's adjusting itself. So in order for the planet to adjust itself, it needs to go through these cycles. And unfortunately, they will be bringing a lot of destruction to the planet. But again, there will be a rebuilding that follows after. Unfortunately, we will see more losses this year. This could be through war, this could be through sickness, this could be through a variety of different ways, the natural disasters. But unfortunately, this new wave that we're entering in is essentially the survival of the fittest. So those who are strong and basically whose path is to be able to help heal the planet, they will be the ones remaining. Unfortunately, there will be people that end up going, like that would be the end of their life path, and that's okay. Embrace it. They are moving on. They're not actually dead. So they're just, being able to go home, and that's something that we should embrace. But, it will be very saddening for a lot of people losing friends and family members. So this is something that we need to prepare ourselves for. But all in all, like I said, I think that this year is going to be fantastic in the sense that we are going to get some major awakenings. We're going to get some wild truths revealed that we never thought was possible. I have a feeling that even some things that were a part of our past that we've kept secret for so long, such as like 9/11 or other situations like that, I have a feeling that will be revealed, and there's just going to be so much information coming to light in a positive direction. Now, on the other hand, I think we're also going to start to see shutdown of old systems, such as like Federal Reserve. I see things changing with our monetary system, possibly switching to more of a digital like currency. Stock market will go back up, so don't worry. Our economy will be stronger in this summer. For those who are wondering, you will have your jobs back. People who have lost their jobs will probably end up opening up brand new businesses, or, they will be finding work that aligns with their paths. Another positive thing that I see happening is people aligning with their soulmates. So if you are one of those people, like myself, who has been struggling finding their soulmate and finding true love, 2021 is going to be an awesome year for that. People will be officially finding love this year, which is exciting. And I think it is to also help ascend the planet, because love is the highest vibration on the planet, or actually in the universe. So when you have a bunch of people coming together and finding true love, guess what that does? It helps raise the vibration of the universe and creates more harmony. Now, we're also going to see in the process a lot of people breaking up with current partners. So if they haven't been feeling like their relationship has been working out, more than likely they're going to be leaving those situations. So there's going to be a lot of changes, like on a personal level, on a spiritual level. For individuals, they're going to be going through a lot of changes. There's going to be more spiritual awakening happening, even with skeptics, believe it or not. We're going to see probably more technology revolved around spirituality, or, basically quantum mechanics, and a better understanding of that, as well as consciousness. So look forward to these changes, because they're going to be amazing. And I know that there's a few spiritual people out there that are saying, no, 2021 is going to be much worse. Don't listen to them, because I could tell you, I feel energetically that things are going to be so much better and so much brighter. And then moving into 2022 is basically going to be like a rebuilding phase. We're really going to be coming together as society a lot stronger, a lot more unified, and mainstream media, I think, is going to completely change as well, which is something we really need to see. So I wanted to give you guys that as far as my predictions, just kind of in general, what to expect throughout the year. Again, I want you guys to be positive. That big positive changes are coming our way, and things are about to get better. So it's important to keep that vibration high. Like I said, be kind to one another. Don't give in to fear. There will be a lot of situations that come up in the near future that will be very fear-mongery, and we have to make sure that we stay away from that type of energy and stay in that love vibration. So just love your friends, love your neighbors, love your partners, your moms, dads, sisters, brothers, whatever. And that's going to be what ultimately gets us by. But again, we will be in a much better place come the end of 2021, and 2022 is probably going to be even better. So we're basically kind of in a reconstructing phase. As of now, there's going to be a lot of towers falling, but we're also going to be rebuilding them at the same time. So, but yeah, be prepared for what's about to happen, because things are just going to get crazy. Like insane. In fact, like what I kept on hearing, it's like it's going to be a weird year. And I think it's just going to be weird because there's just going to be so much information that's given to us that we're just not going to know what to do with it. It's just going to blow our minds. So I'm excited, and hopefully you are too. And hopefully this gives you all a good peace of mind as to what to expect in this new year. It's not going to be all bad. I think we are definitely, it's not going to be puppies and rainbows, but it's not going to be as bad as last year. I do feel like war energy is kind of around or coming around, but I have a feeling this is going to be something that gets resolved rather quickly, which is good too. So again, don't worry. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to schedule a personal appointment with me, you could always go to my website at itsyouruniverse.com, and you could go ahead and book an appointment with me on there. Or you could also go to my Instagram page. It's its_your_universe. So just look me up, follow me, check on my videos. I usually post a video every week or every couple of weeks just to update. So that would be a really good resource to follow, you know, in case you want to just, see what I'm up to. All right, guys. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.